how did you find your team and how do you build a successful one?
Okay, going back to 2000 when I started the business, having absolutely no business background, the first and the easiest thing to do is to employ friends and family members. So with no background, so fortunately I started small at that point, so we all basically learned as we went along, and it must have been a bit of intuition from my side that helped me build a good team, and also unfortunately casualties of staff who couldn't keep up with the pace of the way the business grew. And obviously as the business grew and we became more profitable, the better talent I could afford. So that's basically how I kept on building the business, the team.
Yeah, that's one of the most difficult challenges as an entrepreneur. I think over time I've built up a great team around me, amazing people I can trust with everything. But it happened over time. Probably 3-4 times the amount of people are no longer here. And that's okay. But over time I managed to get an amazing team. And actually the funny thing is, very few of them have actually come through ads that we ran. Most of them came through referrals and friends.
Whew, people. I must say people are quite intriguing and people come with different dynamics, and you just have to be firm but fair, and also you have to draw the line between who is the boss and who's the employee, but then also try and nurture that relationship so that they understand when you're giving them constructive feedback, it's not because you want to discriminate them, you want to make them feel little. You're actually talking to them because they are now fiddling with the bottom line and they need to correct themselves in a certain way. So they always have to understand that it comes from a good place. So my employees always know that whatever I say comes from a good place. Even if it's not a nice thing, but it comes from a good place.
When we started out, I was 22, all the team was fine, mostly at like punk rock shows and referrals. So it was people I would meet and just hang around with, and I'd bring them in and ask if they wanted to be part of it, and they said yes, and we kind of grew from there. So basically it started with an idea of people with the same lens of the world and wanted to work in a similar way. We figured out everything else as we were going. For what it's worth, I'm not sure this is the right for everybody. It was right for a 22-year-old entrepreneur.
Most of us just personal reference, so in my very first business, my brother-in-law had a friend from university and he became my CTO. My second business was with a friend from university. My third business was my first CTO for my first business. This was my latest one. My key partners were people that either worked with me before who were referred to me by close friends of mine. So most of the time it's your network, which is basically why they say you must build your network your whole life. It's going to be more important than your capital.